that's it for today's video. Hope you liked it as much as I did making this awesome video. And as always, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe guys, and tap that notification bell to get notified about my latest videos. And also, follow me on my lovely Instagram account, that's at yq_studios.yt. And it's only the second video of the year, but there's still so much more coming soon. But until then, take care, stay safe, and have fun, and enjoy the rest of this year.
So we left Manila really early in the morning and we proceeded down the expressway towards our very first stop this trip, which is the Batangas port. Now it was already daybreak when we arrived in Batangas, and from what I see here, it's a pretty small place where the expressway is just really close to where the port is. Now the port itself was pretty chaotic. Like, I find the system of Batangas port pretty confusing. Like, they direct you to one place, then to another, then to another. Like, it's just all over the place at this point. We eventually boarded the ferry after a quick trip to 7-Eleven, and it's a Starlight ferry that will take us to Calapan in Mindoro Island, which is about a 1 hour trip from Batangas. Now the inside of this ferry is small, it's simple, with just a small canteen up front and small seating areas towards most of the ship. It's just a really simple, typical Philippine type ro-ro ferry. We even got a glimpse of this awesome ferry that looks kind of like a yacht as we slowly made our way out of Batangas port. Now I just ended up enjoying the lovely sea breeze while listening to some Ariana Grande music out there and just taking in all the awesome views of the sea. We eventually docked at the Carapan port and we finally made our way out of the ferry and onto a new island for me, Mindoro Island. It's actually my first time on this island, and so far I find it really, really cool. Now, Mindoro Island is my first taste of the province in a while, and it looks much more simpler here compared to back there in Metro Manila. And then a quick stop for lunch and a stop at a nearby 7-Eleven later. We were soon making our way towards our accommodation for the night. Now the resort itself is pretty nice, small but nice. I mean, it's just consists of small villas, and our room is actually pretty cool. It's nice considering the price we paid for it. I find it really awesome. Now the next day we were greeted with this amazing view of the sea. And what no better way to wake up than to wake up to this awesome view. And then we were back on the way, this time towards Katipunan. Yes, Katipunan, where the famous Boracay Island is located, by going there. And the next ferry port is just a few kilometers from the resort. Now the system in this port is much more efficient compared to the one in Batangas. Before you know it, we were making our way towards the fast cut that will take us to Katipunan. Now the interior of this ship is much better compared to the previous one by the fact that it's air conditioned and it feels just nicer compared to that Starlight ferry that brought us to Mindoro. Unfortunately, our view was obstructed by the tops of these trucks. Now the ferry has also this outdoor seating area where we got much better views of the ferry leaving Mindoro Island. We even got invited to the bridge thanks to my dad making a few friends from the crew, and it feels so cool to just be at the command center of a ship. How cool is that? The time up there flew by so quickly that before you knew it, We saw Boracay Island, which meant that we were about to dock in a few minutes at the Caticlan port. Now, apparently, bringing cars on Boracay Island isn't really allowed, so we had to find somewhere in Caticlan to park the car before we catch a tiny boat that will take us to Boracay. Also, our lunch spot in Caticlan has this awesome view of the airport runway where we get to see planes land. Now, the parking area itself is very basic, with just a tin roof and some dirt roads that goes around. It's really simple. And we had to take all of our stuff for the short walk towards the Caticlan Jetty Port, which is close to the main road here. And once again, Caticlan is giving you the small town vibes with just low-rise structures. Luckily, there was a guy in a tricycle willing to help us get to the port and to speed up our journey. So thank you to him. And now in Caticlan Port, you have separate lanes for us tourists and those who are residents of Boracay Island. So take note of that. Now, this port for me has to be the most organized among all the ports that will be featured during this trip, and it's also really clean, unlike some of the ports that you'll see later on. The boat that will bring us to Boracay Island itself is really tiny. It's more like those boats that will get you from one island to another, and the island is just literally a short ride away. It's like the Iloilo to Guimaras ferry. You can check that out on Google. It's Now we arrived in Boracay Island, and I am really fascinated that they use these e-bikes more than actual cars, and I'm saying it's really good for the environment. You use this compared to gas-powered vehicles. So we stayed at the Red Coco Inn, which is a nice hotel, and we were given welcome drinks upon our check-in, is some sort of a mango juice, and we were eventually shown to our lovely room. Now, once again, this is small compared to other Boracay hotels, but this should do for us since we're just spending the night here. So we had to check out what Boracay Island has to offer. So we first went to the D Mall, which is some sort of a centralized strip mall that connects the main road to the beach. And it's teeming with activity as we walk through it. So lively. And we even got a mango smoothie and a mango ice cream for a snack. We arrived at the beach just in time for the famous Boracay sunset. How cool is that? Now at night the island becomes more lively, so we ended up checking out what this island's nightlife is all about, including taking photos at the famous Boracay Sandcastle. And we even passed by the Starbucks in a very unusual location here in the Philippines, and we got to see a marching band pass us by. We had dinner in a buffet in one of the Henan resorts by the beach, and it's super extensive, like you're gonna love it. Now, even inland, this island has an awesome nightlife with lots of shops and lots of lovely activities ongoing at night. So the next day, we took a lovely stroll through the island again back to Starbucks to grab a lovely breakfast. And the beach looks just as awesome during the daytime as it was last night. And it looks so calming always to look at the sea.
So thank you so much guys for watching. Stay tuned for part 2, which is coming real soon. But in the meantime, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell to get notified about my latest videos. And to also follow me on Instagram, of course. That's at yq_studios.yt. And from wherever you are in this awesome planet, stay safe, have fun, and enjoy the rest of your day.